What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly, and I'm still in the process of organizing my office because now I have a new cabinet that I have just brought home. I have stuff in it so you can see my inventory of books that I have here at the house. This is what I have. There's stacks behind each one of them that's sitting up. So I've got all these stacks of books. There's also inside these doors, there's my box sets. So I have all of that. But I am still in the process of course, I don't know if anybody saw my TikTok about the cult book. So I am reading this cult book. So I'm trying to get through the cult series. I am doing the Disciples Doctrine, which is technically the cult Bible. That is happening. And I am hoping to have that done so that it can be published in mid-March of next year. So hoping for that one. I am in the process of doing like a final read through of the book, or Bible, so that I can get that to my beta readers here pretty soon. So there's that. I do, however, need to finish clearing. Let me move my chair out of the way. I need to finish clearing this disaster that has happened. I'm reorganizing my little cart here because this thing was just a mess. I was packing all kinds of crap just on it, just so I could take everything out to the living room with me, so I didn't have to be in here because it's a mess and I would rather just close the door and forget that the mess exists. But I need to organize, so that is what I'm still in the process of doing, is organizing and trying to get everything done. I realized that I need to reorganize my file drawer, and as soon as I reorganize my file drawer, I'll be able to get rid of some of this paper. And I think my biggest issue is the fact that I have that, normal writer notebook obsession that I have to have notebooks everywhere. So I need to start figuring out what just needs to be thrown away because I don't need this many. And unfortunately, I worked in an office supply store for 6 years. So, I knew what was on clearance, and that's exactly what I did. Every time notebooks went on clearance, it was, I need one of every color, or I need all these packages because they're only 50 cents each. So these packages have 4 notebooks in them. I have them everywhere. I have started using some in several different ways. So yay for that. I am actually using them. And then of course, I don't know if everybody saw my new little Penfolio. So I have that too. That's new, which means I need to figure out what to do with the stuff that I'm not going to use anymore. Now, I do have some notebooks that have only partially been started. Like I started writing a book and then I just didn't feel it, so I left it. But I don't want to say leave the story, if that makes sense. Like I might want to come back to it later and be like, oh yeah, this is awesome. So I'm in that mindset for that. So there's that. Also, behind the doors of my desk here, we're going to spin. Behind these doors of my desk, I am going to clear all of that out as well and only put in there the books that I'm reading or the books that are on my TBR list. So that's the only thing that I want back there, which means I need to figure out what to do with the rest of the stuff that's in there. So there's that issue too. But I am getting this stuff reorganized. My printer, since it is a laser printer, the toner in it lasts forever. And the sample toner that I got with that printer 4 years ago is now finally running out. It's starting to blink now whenever I print things. I'm just glad to have my printer set up. So thank God for that, because that printer is doing everything for me. But I do have a new toner that I did purchase when I bought the printer. The printer was on clearance for $50. Like I said, I worked at office supply for 6 years, so I knew when things were going on clearance. So yeah, the printer was $50 on clearance. So it's a laser printer. Laser printers are not cheap. But the thing is though, is that the toner itself cost me more than the printer, but whatever. Anyway, so I am getting through my cult series. The Disciples Doctrine is on the way. My next event is October 29th at the Wildcatter Saloon in Katy, Texas. So I will be there. And then after that, I don't have anything until November. And that is in Austin, the Horror for the Holidays. And that is the weekend after Thanksgiving. Like, you have Thanksgiving on Thursday, and then it is that immediate Saturday and Sunday. I'll be going there on Friday, right after Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday. But I will have sales up on my website for Black Friday. So don't worry about that. That is still going to happen. I may end up having to skip this one next year if they keep putting it the weekend after Thanksgiving, because Black Friday sales, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, all of those sales. I do everything for those, for the Friday, the Saturday and Sunday, which is an entire weekend. And then Cyber Monday, I do sales for all of those days, and I have to keep track of everything. And doing that is a lot harder for me to keep track on my website. Also, it's very difficult for me to get someone to go with me, since my mom usually goes with me to these events. She's not going to be able to go because my aunt usually comes in for Thanksgiving. So she's going to be here. So my mom will not be going with me this time, unfortunately. So I'm trying to find someone to go with me. Don't comment and say you'll go with me, I promise. I'm looking for someone that I know personally to go with me. But anyway, so there's that. After that, I have signed up for Cult Classic Convention in March, which is, it's usually in February, but next year it'll be in March, which is fine. And then after that, I got waitlisted for Texas Frightmare, which was May. And then the dates for Houston Horror Film Fest for 2023 have been announced. That's in August. So I won't be doing Frightmare. I think I'm going to go ahead and kick that one completely off. I'm waitlisted. I'm not going to get chosen for 2023. I got the final email that said, that in case someone cancels, which means all the vendors who were chosen have already paid. So I'm basically just on a list that's just in case. Anyway, so I might just push that one out. It's really not going to hurt me any. But Cult Classic, Cult Classic and Houston Horror, I think I'm going to keep those two. Texas Haunters I might do again, because Texas Haunters I did pretty good at. So I'm thinking about doing that one again. And those are going to be the only three that I'm going to start doing, and then any of the single day pop-up markets that come up. But other than that, I think I'm going to focus mostly on writing my books, getting them edited, taking care of that, and then moving on and doing mostly website sales. Because I get a lot of sales after the events. That's the thing on my website. I do get a lot of traction on my website after the events, but it dies off after like 2 weeks. Like I'm just not even there. So I feel like I need to focus more on my website and doing it that way, so that I can actually work on my books a little bit more. Because I feel like sometimes I focus too much. Like for 2 weeks, I don't do anything writing related. I try, but then I don't. Just trying to prepare for these conventions and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow it down to 3 specific, and then the small markets. Because the markets, Friday, I'm putting stuff in my Jeep and boom, I'm done. So I think that would be best for me. But anyway, if I have seen AuthorCon, which I've thought about going to, but that one's in Dallas too. Anyway, I think that's all I had. I'm still trying to organize my office and stuff, but I do have this cabinet now, which means whatever doesn't go in the cabinet needs to get out and go away, because I still have boxes in that other room that I still haven't unpacked. That's sad. The drawers are not completely full, but they are getting there, because I'm putting the large items in there, like my cutters, my hole punchers, binding machines and stuff like that. Like I have a hole puncher that punches these little things here. And of course this cover won't come apart. There we go. I have a hole puncher that punches these little holes like this, so that you can put them together for like paper and stuff. And it's because I do this a lot. I make these things all the time. Like I have a lot of these covers. So now out of the 4 covers that I have like this, now I just take paper and format my own, punch the holes, and then stick them inside these covers. It's cheaper for me that way because now I have my own stuff that I'm just reformatting. I don't need a planner because I format my own planners. I print them out and stick them in there. Now that I have my printer put up, they're set up, I can just print it immediately, cut it down because I have the cutters. I have a large cutter and I have a small cutter. Now I need a color printer so that I can print the stickers that go on the front of my, I don't think I have what I'm looking for in here, unfortunately. But on the front of the box sets, there is a giant sticker that I put on there that basically just has my logo and everything else on it and has my name on it. And then it tells you that it's the Affair Series box set. And then it gives an explanation of what's in that box. So that is $45 on my website. Just make sure that, you know, go to my website because you can't get that on Amazon, but you can get all my other books on Amazon. You can get them on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, and several other third-party websites as well. But if you get them from my website, they will be signed copies, and you can get my box set. My box set comes with, oh, and the notebook. The accompanying notebook that goes with the Affair series, that's only available on my website. So I do have some like specific items that do go with just my website, like you can't get them anywhere else, and I have them specifically set up that way. Also, if you have read any of my books, make sure to review them on my website because I do have that option as well, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, that is all. If you want to see daily videos from me where I'm literally just randomly saying stupid shit or trying to be funny or whatever, I'm not really trying to be funny. Half the time it's just random shit that pops into my head and I'm just kind of blurting it out of my mouth. I do that on TikTok. I also give daily updates too on everything that I'm working on. So if you want to see that, that's on my TikTok as well. You can follow me on all my other social medias, and everything else is all the same name, CL Connolly. My website is the same thing, clconnolly.com. But anyway, that's all I have. And I guess I'll see you later. Okay, bye!